exciting weekend. It's certainly a great opponent to start Big Ten play. It'll prove challenging for us. I think it is a step up from the non-conference games that we've had. At the same time, I think we're really happy for the most part with the attacking forays that we've had. The amount of possession that we had over this last weekend, I think we proved ourselves to be dangerous. But as we talked about the end of the game against Youngstown State, we've got to become more efficient in the final third, and these are certainly teams that will force us to be so.
I know while we talked a lot about the improved defending early this year, and it seemed like Krista and Megan just highlighted just now, they were more proud of not giving up a corner versus having the 13 corners on Sunday.
Yeah, I think it's a two-way street, but certainly I think that shows a level of dominance in the game. It shows who's on the front foot and who we're getting in behind the defense if we're forcing them to give up corner kicks. So, but at the same time, we've got to become more efficient and effective at taking advantage of those because we're not going to garner 13 corner kicks against either Penn State or Ohio State most likely.
What are some of the things that's made Penn State so dangerous over the years?
You're talking about great players. I think they also have a great esprit de corps. Every time you watch them play, I think they've got a good camaraderie. They've tested themselves against the very best teams in the country, and you got overall technical ability and athleticism. At the same time, I think they got challenges. They're located in a place that travel is difficult, and they were on the road this last weekend, and being on the road this coming weekend certainly can prove difficult for them. And every team gets up for them as well. And so I know that it's I think that was part of the challenge last year. I think with an improving league and an overall increase in the level of play from a large number of teams within the Big Ten, I think things prove challenging, and that they're a team that everyone looks and sets their sights on, and marks that spot on the calendar when they're going to go to State College and when Penn State's going to arrive in town. And so they really see the best from everyone.
Besides Indiana, is it fair to say Ohio State, considering how tight the all-time series has been, is right there in terms of rivals?
Certainly, and the number of players that we've always recruited from the state of from the Buckeye State makes a big difference as well. That the young ladies seems to be very, very motivated. They got former teammates and everything. So it's a great the location. It's proved very competitive. There's been several years that we struggled to beat them. Several years that they've struggled to beat us. So overall, it's a great rivalry. And so that's those two. Honestly, for overall in the Big Ten, you build up those different types of rivalries in the places that you find easier to play or a level of dominance over some teams, but you never take anything for granted because of the level of play and the athletes. And you've got, honestly, right now, I feel like this is probably the best group of coaches, the best group of coaching staffs and a level of play that the Big Ten has seen in a long, long time. So it's great to be in a league that out of 14 teams, we're likely to see somewhere between 8 and 10, 8 and 11 teams potentially make the NCAA tournament.